If you love what we do, then please consider supporting Cryptfail on Patreon. Your support helps us grow and to create more content more often. And now, on with the show. And Gaswain stands up and he says, I promised Marla that I would help you. And I will. What is it you want?
Terrence will step forward with the wooden case containing the idol, and he will say, we need your help figuring out what to do with this. It seems fairly intent on eating my soul. Or something to that extent, at least. I'm not sure. And he holds it out.
And he holds out his hand, and it drifts from your hand, and he lays it down onto the desk, and then it opens without him touching it. And he looks at it. And what have you learned so far?
It has very strong telepathy abilities. That was really cool. Do you need an apprentice by any chance?
He just looks at you. Is that all you've learned?
There seems to be some kind of countdown timer on the idol's forehead.
And he takes a step back and he starts to turn away and then he stops, as if he sensed something. And he looks back at it, and he smiles just a little, and he says, this may hurt a little. Out his hand, and green mana mist touches the idol and touches the three of you. And it does hurt. Give me some form of resilience roll. I think we have resilience, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Everyone?
Yep.
Resilience. Oh, good. I'm so good at that. That's a lie.
Resilience?
Mm-hmm.
What's it against?
Brawn.
The difficulty. Okay.
3 what?
3
Purple.
Purple.
Holy crap.
Brawn. What I am so good at. That's a lie.
I am apparently fantastic about it with some disadvantage.
That's 2 disadvantage for me.
1 failure with an advantage.
So it initially sort of tingles, but it does sort of get like a weird cold electricity sort of feeling. So the worst one is for Cipher, which it hurt more than, not that you can go judge that, but Cipher definitely ended up with the worst end of the pain spectrum.
So she's like writhing on the floor. Sort of pain.
Yeah, it for her it was a bit more intense.
Mm-hmm.
And then he stops. And he goes, interesting. And he looks at Terry. And he's like, you're connected to this artifact. Either it was one of your ancestors that put whatever is inside it, or else you were back there 4,000 years ago and were involved.
I mean, there's a secret third option of me accidentally summoning a small creature into my kitchen. I really need a teacher. You seem fabulous at this. Really, I can't even fathom how you did all of those things so easy. I seriously doubt it's easy. That's so cool. If you need an apprentice, or want one, or are gracious enough to take me on anyway.
Again, he just looks at you.
And Terrence is just, like, fidgeting a little bit, trying to appear meek. Which isn't very difficult, because a lot of the time he does act weak anyway.
He says, the Shadows are a group that are interested in shaping society's direction. The cult of the Kraken is a demon cult focused on the Kraken, as I'm sure you have learned that much. They are a violent and dangerous group, and what they lack in finesse they more than make up for with insanity.
I summoned a baby demon into my kitchen? Terrence looks confused and worried. He's just kind of staring off into the middle distance like, ew.
You're going to need an area that has certain properties. I would suggest that you prevent whatever is inside this thing from getting out. I do not think it is a good individual who's been locked away. There is the equivalent of a magical focus area located in the basement of Lachlan Security. They do not know it's there. I suggest, and you'll have to break in, but I suggest you go there, use its enhanced magical properties, and try to keep this thing in.
Right. I really don't have any doubts of our ability to break into places. We seem to be, if not, what's the word I'm looking for? Smooth about it. We get the job done in the sense of breaking in, but how would we apply it to the idol? Like, would we have to carry the idol in with us, or are we just breaking into... Oh dear, okay. How...
Sorry, you'll put it in the center of the circle. You'll be using the enhanced power that is found in some of these old places. That power shall enhance your own.
Alright.
It was your ancestor that did this.
Yeah, me and my family never really did get along.
Well, I might hazard a guess that you get along better than a demon who gets out and finds the modern ancestor of the one that had locked it in this item for 4,000 years. I don't think that conversation would go particularly well, do you?
Yeah, no, I have lots of great hand-me-downs I get to deal with. Alright. Thank you. And, you know, I'm just gonna... He pulls out, like, a piece of paper from his notebook, just rips it out, and leaves his cell phone number and his name on it, and he, like, gently places it on the desk. If you change your mind about the whole apprentice thing, you can just, you know, call or text me at that number. Thank you for the information. We really do appreciate it. I will also thank Mala. And he's, like, backing out of the room slowly. And we will go get that done and hopefully save the world from whatever demon creature this is. Actually, before we go, you didn't happen to know anybody who would pay us for this, would you? Not you, of course.
An escaping demon that would terrorize and try to destroy their household? Or if not the world? I think that's a very niche market.
Yeah. Right. Alright. Thank you again. Fabulous spell work. I loved it. Bye. And he, backs right back into the elevator, or the elevator door, depending on whether or not it's open.
That's, your call. If you want to be nervous enough, it's closed.
Well, he certainly didn't turn his head to check, so it's probably closed, and he just bumps into it. Kind of scrambles for the button.
And the door opens. Ka-ching!
Considering that Cipher was writhing on the floor in pain earlier, do you think...
Okay, Terrence will notice that she's still on the ground, and he'll go over to her, and he'll place an arm, like a hand gently on her shoulder to see if she's alright, and he'll whisper down, whatever you do, please Don't make any more insulting comments. It's so dangerous. Come on.
Any more? What the hell?
Shh. Come on. Come on.
Cipher, let's go. Let's go.
That hurt.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it did. Let's go, please.
And Terrence will like help her to her feet and just casually place his hand on her head and turn it away from Giswain. So
She's like,
she can't even look at him.
well, Cypher's just like plodding like a
No. Come on. Stop it. I
Annoyed
can hear you plotting.
teenager. Like an annoyed teenager, I want to emphasize. Not as.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, as soon as the elevator doors open, Wren is getting into the elevator.
Okay. Terrence just casually places Cipher in front of all of the buttons.
Cypher's just looking down at her feet. She's not even looking at the buttons.
I'll explain it once we've left.
And the doors open at ground level, and there is 4 orcs standing down there. Most definitely armed and wearing armoured suits.
Terrence will start heading out, and he's checking behind him to make sure the other 2 are following.
Cypher's following.
Wren is following.
We get outside, and is George still hanging out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's on the
Get
other
into-
side of the road. Wren, give me a perception check.
What's it against?
2 purple and a black.
2 purple and a black. Okay. I will do that. That is a failure.
Because I assume Cipher was not paying particularly attention based on what you were...
Nope. She's just sort of kicking the ground and looking at her feet.
And Terrence is paying too much attention to those 2 to really notice anything. So we continue to the taxi.
I guess.
Alright. Terrence is going to knock on the trunk of the taxi because he doesn't want to hang on to the idol any more than he absolutely has to. He wants to put it in the trunk. And so when George pops the trunk, he does that.
Maybe my dice will like me more this time. Maybe not. 2 success. Okay. Terry? Are you feeling okay?
Generally speaking, I still feel kind of awful from those shadow monsters, but why?
'Cause there was just a shadow on you. And then it went away into an alley.
Gross. Oh, that's not okay. What the hell?
No, it's not good. No.
Terrence has got his shoulders up by his ears, and he's like, oh, gross. I feel violated.
You didn't notice it?
No.
Wait, what?
There was one of those shadow things on Terry, and now it's gone. It went over there into that alley, and obviously it's dark in there, so I don't know if it's still there or not.
I would rather not try and fight crazy things that we can only fight with light when we didn't specifically bring high-powered flashlights with us, so let's leave it there and get the hell out of here. Ugh.
Do we need to keep lights on Terrence?
I don't know. I don't know when it got there.
Anyway, alright, let's, Terrence is, like, shifting around. He's like, okay, Cipher.
Cipher looks up at Terrence.
Mr. Gaswain is a type of creature called Lamine Patriarch. They are incredibly vain, and you typing his name wrong into his email account pissed him off. They're also prone to being violent and petty. So, if we ever come across him again, maybe flatter him a little bit just for the sake of not dying.
And what was the painful green smoke?
I legitimately don't know. Honestly, it didn't hurt me at all. It kind of tingled. I'm really sorry that it did hurt you, though, Cipher. Are you alright?
She takes in a deep breath. I'm fine. I feel like I've been burnt. Like I got sunburnt all over me.
But does it still hurt now?
Great question. Does it still hurt, Mr. GM?
I suppose I should also know.
No, but that's up to you. Like, if you want to have any residual effect from it.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah, she did roll a disadvantage. No, a fail. So...
Now you got the advantage. I got the disadvantage.
Oh, no, she got the advantage, but she got a failure out of it. Yep. One failure, so, yeah. Yeah, it still feels like I'm sunburnt for some reason. What was that? Like poison?
No, I think he was just being a bit invasive in trying to figure out if any of us were connected to the idol.
Okay.
Any of us? Why would I be connected to the box?
Well, he doesn't know who is.
Well, if he's so good.
Yeah, that was his way of finding out, I guess. I mean, yeah, it hurt, but I guess... I don't know. Was it necessary? I have no idea.
I don't like him.
No, me neither.
No. But we did need his help. And at least we have a heading on what to do about it, so it doesn't, suck my
Breaking into a new
consciousness.
place with a new box?
Well, breaking into a new place with a new magic circle that we can, just ditch the idol into.
Are you just supposed to leave it there, though? Like, what are you supposed to do?
It sure as heck sounded like we were supposed to leave it there, so...
I thought you were supposed to do something with the enhanced power of the magic circle.
What?
Yeah.
Why don't you try and sell
Like,
it to
it is
him?
Sell it to who? To the security company we're supposed to break into?
What?
Hi, we're here. We broke in. Would you like to buy a box?
Why are we breaking into it? Just to put the box into a circle?
So that I don't get my consciousness sucked into a demon dimension and suffer forever.
Cypher's eyes sort of widen.
Oh no, the inference was you're going to have to prevent it happening.
Yeah, I don't think you can just leave it in the circle. You
Yeah.
gotta do something.
Yeah. I know, but Terrence is very specifically avoiding that conversation.
Okay,
because
that's perfectly fine.
This big old mage who can make shit float and make it look easy is asking him to save the world with his magical powers when he accidentally summoned a baby demon into his kitchen. So, he's not feeling particularly confident on this particular project.
Are we going now?
And why would you want to summon a baby demon?
I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't want to go fishing, and I didn't want to go to the market for fish because it smells down there, and getting that smell out of your hair is damn near impossible. I wanted some squid, and I tried to just summon some squid from the ocean, and I got a demon from another dimension. It was a small one, and it was clearly an infant, and I had to kill it because it was suffering, but still.
Did you eat it?
No, it was covered in acid slime.
Doesn't sound very good.
And now I found out that one of my, incompetent ancestors is the one who put the damn demon in this faulty idol prison in the first place.
couldn't I just shoot it with my shotgun?
That would probably free it.
Whatever's in the box?
Well,
and then the world would be destroyed. And I would go to a literal hell.
You can't shoot it, Cipher. That's not the solution. The magic thing has to be dealt with magic.
So, Terrence, do you know what to do to when we get there, to the circle?
Depends on the circle, I suppose. I mean, I use them a lot in my own work.
That's good.
Alright.
Well, are we going now, or do you have to
Should we find out about
prepare?
this place first? Do we need to prepare? Do we need to find out more about their security and stuff?
Let's see what we can find out first. We'll do a bit of research.
Alright, so where are we going?
Back to Wren.
Back to me. I'm here.
The kitten.
So we're staying here? Oh, that Wren. I'm not used to this. So you want to go back to... Okay.
Back to Cipher's apartment.
Yes.
Alright?
Aye.
George,
Yeah.
can you drive us to Cipher's apartment, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
You all okay? You don't look it.
I am apparently
No.
being haunted by demons, so not really.
She's haunted by shadows. I'm sunburnt.
Who's haunted by I'm not haunted by shadows.
Terrence is haunted by shadows. I'm sunburnt.
Cipher thinks I'm a girl periodically.
Just sometimes, huh?
Don't we all?
Oh, hey.
I don't...
Come now. I'm very much a man.
Cipher, do you have any actual burns or anything now? Because it hurt me, but just for a bit, and it doesn't now, so that's worrying.
My skin feels as though I've been out in the sun for too long. And you know me.
Does it... I have met you, yes. What this has to do with the sun, I'm unclear.
The sun
I don't
usually
like being
doesn't
out in the
exist.
sun.
Ah. Alright then.
What is the date? Mm-hmm.
It's
13th
December... The 13th?
of December.
How do you know this? Wow.
Because this is...
I just have that it's
It's-
2 weeks before Christmas.
Yes.
Alright, it's in my notes too. He's not wrong.
Really? Wow. I'm impressed.
And he pulls up outside Cipher's apartment.
Well, let's go see how your cat's doing.
Cypher's picked up a little bit. She's a little bit chirp, yeah. She jumps out of the George's cab and races upstairs.
Thanks, George.
No problem.
Wren's following Cipher.
Terrence will kind of get out of the cab. He'll go around to the trunk and he will take out the box and he'll give it a dirty look and kind of look around for any shadows. And then he'll follow everybody else up to the apartment.
So how's Wren?
What do espresso makers have to do?
I don't know.
Lower middle class who want to live big.
Why would a real estate lady have a biography?
It's Dr. Becca.
Okay.
And Terry got the autobiography for Christmas, didn't he?
Yep.
Oh,
Ah.
really?
This is what I was doing when I was bored.
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot who he got it from. Was it Ferret?
Yeah,
or-
it was Ferret.
Okay.
Interesting.
And Terrence was shocked at first because he didn't get anything for Ferret. And he was like, I don't really know this guy that well. What the heck? Why did he get us these things?
Who's this ferret? Where'd this ferret come from?
He gave Terry the book and Lambert a toothbrush.
What the heck?
That's not all that happened.
No.
Wasn't all that
That's all
happened.
you remember.
He gave Terrence... No, who? Lambert not
Gave
only a toothbrush but something else.
Lambert a toothbrush and Terry a book.
Yep, and there is a group gift for the two of us, and Terrence doesn't like to think about it, because he's like, what is this?
And Emily clearly doesn't remember.
And she's like got the kitten up in the air. She's on the floor in the middle of her room.
Yeah, it was something.
How's the cat?
Yes, how is the cat? Because this hasn't happened yet.
That's true. Let's predict what people are going to get for Christmas in 2 weeks from this person we don't know.
I legitimately wish I had have told Adam what Cipher was getting for Christmas so he didn't mess up the timeline quite so bad just to have that
I didn't mess up the
So many
timeline.
cats.
Since when did it was
There's so many cats.
you messed up the timeline, not me.
I didn't mess up nothing.
How's Wren?
I had it first.
You had it first. Well, we don't actually know who sent the first message about cats, do we?
I
You,
could go
Emily.
back.
I sent the first message about
Yeah,
cats.
you said you spontaneously had a cat in the Wednesday game.
No, I never said that.
Yes, you did.
That was other people.
It's recorded.
Decided I have a cat.
Yes, but you were telling us about it, so now it's canon in this game
I
too.
see. Well, maybe I have a cat in this game.
Well, despite that, Cipher is on the couch and laying on her back, and she's holding the kitten up in the air, and it's meow, meow.
How's the cat doing?
She hasn't broken into anything, so good.
Is she meant to be able to break into things?
Well, she's a cat.
They do get into a fair bit of trouble.
It sounded a bit to me like you're expecting she'd, like, learned lock picking or something, but...
We really need to get a proper job after this.
Yeah, we do. And preferably before next week. 'Cause, rent will be due.
Cipher puts the kitten down, sits up, and goes to the kitchen table, opens up her laptop. Alright, what am I looking up?
Lachlan Security.
Alright, Cipher's doing a search for Lachlan Security.
Give me a roll. The more you want, the harder you make it.
The more that I want.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You know, one purple, basically what's on their website, so the more you want to try to get, the harder.
yeah. Wow. 1 failure, 3 advantage. Well, I found their website.
Okay.
Terrence has found a bit of string, and he is playing with the kitten now. Oh yeah? What's on their website?
Pie.
Pie?
What? And this isn't Dice Maiden, is it?
Was that Dice Maiden? Yeah, that was in Dice Maiden. Dice Maiden, please have some pie.
But is it Dice Maiden?
It's
or is it-
not. It's D1C3.
It's not Dice Maiden. Yeah.
Hey?
Why are you
This spot's not Dice Maiden. Not all dice spots are Dice Maiden.
Oh, who is it then?
D1C3.
Oh. Oh no. She's going to be so angry at me now.
Offering pie to a different bot.
Okay. Well, the website says they've been in business for about 10 years.
Okay. And they haven't noticed in 10 years that there's like a magic circle in their basement?
Well, no mention of a circle in the basement. Seems like a legit business, but interesting. They're located in an old building next to a church. An old church at that too.
They probably
Okay.
bought the building just because it was vacant, and it might have belonged to a powerful sorcerer before that.
Well, nothing in the news about them, so there's no claims or lawsuits or anything.
Or maybe it's a church for that cult or whatever. Do cults have churches? I don't know.
Or do churches have cults?
I don't know that either. Not really an expert on cults.
Apparently my family was. Would have been nice to know before this.
Well, that's family for you. Always not telling you about all their past ancient dealings with cults and getting you involved in things that'll suck your soul into an alternate dimension or something.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want me to find?
If you can look up some blueprints, that'd be fabulous.
Well, I tried, but I couldn't really find any.
Okay. And we should assume they have pretty good security, being a security company?
What kind of security do they do? Because if there's
Cipher.
cyber security,
What kind of security?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Should say on their website, yeah.
Looking it up. Security for corporate businesses.
So cybers don't eat the wire. Cyber security or like physical security is more of what my question was.
Well, physical.
Oh dear.
Too bad.
That'll make things difficult for breaking in. How do you
Will
guys
it?
want to approach this?
Wren's the expert.
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on what kind of security they've got.
I could turn off all the cameras.
That would be nice.
That worked
Please do.
so well the last time.
What do you mean? It worked really well last time.
Yeah, we got locked in.
But we still got out.
I mean, if they have physical locks, I'm good with those. If they're electronic, Cypher's gotta try and handle that.
Well, I've got my laptop I can plug in with a scanned card. It should be easy enough.
Okay. And yeah, any cameras or anything, that's more Cypher's thing as well.
But that means I have to find out what sort of security system they have. Which means...
Probably their own.
I suppose you want me to roll for that? Mr. GM?
Oh, probably.
Probably. How difficult to find out what kind of security system they have.
What kind of security system they have?
Yep.
Reasonably difficult because they don't really announce it because that would defeat.
That would be an odd thing to have on the website.
And our security is this in case you're thinking of breaking in.
Yes.
These are the schedules of the security guards, and...
So, fairly difficult. Like, same again?
Just for giggles, let's make one a red.
Oh.
Okay. For giggles. Oh my god. Suck it up. Okay. D1C3, I hope you're being nice to me.
Nope. Could have been worse.
Just one threat. Could have been much worse. Nope. Not going to be able to find out what kind of security system until I get on site.
Okay.
Do we know where it is?
Now, I would say normally when you break in somewhere, you want to go at night, but considering the weird shadow things that like the box, do we want to go at night?
Not really, no.
We could take some really bright flashlights.
Yeah, but that's more likely to get us seen.
We could go during the day and stage ourselves like we're trying to open a new company and we need security and we need to ask them questions about it.
And we need to see their basement.
Oh, yep. So Terrence could go in as a potential corporate businessman.
And what are we?
His lackeys.
Okay. Hi, I'm Terrence the businessman, and these are my lackeys. So maybe not that.
Well, I could go as the secretary. I mean, I might look a bit young. Maybe I could go as the daughter. No, then that would make Terrence look too old.
Also, Terrence is not an elf.
True.
Oh,
But he could make himself look older with elfish ears. Couldn't you, Terrence? Like, couldn't you give yourself like a really, a corporate look?
Terrence is
So
like
it's-
squinting at Cipher. He looks very upset by this idea because he very much prizes his looks, and the idea of making himself look older and wrinklier just isn't sitting well. He's like,
I'm sure you'd look really refined. Little bit grey hair. Give yourself a little bit of a goatee.
Cipher, my hair is already white.
Yeah, that it is.
So I'm not sure what I'd have to do with my hair to make myself look older. I really would rather not get a haircut.
Change your hair to black.
Change it to black.
Why would that make him look older?
And then add the grey into it.
Oh, we're getting complicated here.
It's not complicated at all.
Says the person who doesn't have to actually work the spell. I suppose I could try something to that extent.
And how would it make it better if you looked like a father and daughter? Before we get doing that,
He needs
what was the point?
corporate businessman who needs security for his happy-go-lucky daughter.
Okay.
Who is the secretary through nepotism?
No, that would be Wren. Wren would be the secretary.
Oh, I'm the secretary. Yeah, okay. That'll go great.
That
With-
Terrence is secretly sleeping with.
Oh God.
No, I don't think so.
Let's not
Well, that's-
do that.
That's how it happens in the business world, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm not in the business world.
Well, I've seen a few movies.
Okay.
That's it. A white fox, a grey fox, a white fox.
A what? A what? What do foxes have to do with it?
She's describing a very particular type of man.
Okay. I don't think I look professional enough to be a secretary, Cipher.
I'm sure we could get some clothes for you.
I'm not dyeing my hair.
You wouldn't need to dye your hair.
Alright,
Okay.
alright. So we'll get
prim
some
and
disguises, but then what?
Business skirt, a business shirt,
Alright.
a coat over that.
Okay, Cipher, but we're missing the point. We're hyper-focusing on the wrong thing here. What do we do
Yeah, then what?
once we're in? Like, because I'm the one who needs to get to the basement,
Yeah.
and I don't know how to break into anything. And I'm not particularly good at being sneaky or covert either.
Well,
How
maybe
do-
I could convert, or not convert, but create a
Convert?
create a diversion.
Okay, so we all get in there. Cipher does something distracting, and then we go break into the basement? Is this the plan?
Aye.
And what are you gonna do?
Maybe a fire alarm.
I have an idea.
Okay.
We go in, we say we need security specifically for a basement space that we just rented, and we would like to see an example of their own basement security they have in their office.
But what if they don't have security in the basement?
Exactly. So we just want to see it. We want to see what kind of examples they can show us there in their space, in their own personal space, of how their basement works
Okay.
and how it would translate to how our basement, which is fictional, would work.
Our fictional okay, but then once we're in the basement and they're in the basement, how do you do your magic thing when they're there in the basement?
Terrence makes them sleep.
Can you do that?
I might be able to. I could try and make a potion.
Okay.
If you'd be looking for some help, hang on.
Hanging.
When did we get our last points to spend?
A
Oh,
while ago. We all spent them all immediately.
I think we did. Yeah, was it after Christmas? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember a message like "Merry Christmas, 5 XP" or something like that.
Hang on, that was after the Christmas special.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we haven't got those points yet.
Well, we decided that technically, I forget. It was all complicated.
I
Because
applied them already.
technically, Yeah.
Yeah, so did I.
It's too confusing to try and flip between the two. I just applied them.
Yeah. As did I. But I think you decided that since you did it for like a skill or something, you weren't going to be able to do it till then.
That
but
was
then
the...
I was like, I put mine into a rank, so I'm not...
Yeah.
Yeah. But you did like
We did discuss
ability
this.
or something.
And Aaron
yeah,
said
I remember.
Cipher and Terrence could do the thing, but... Or not Cipher, sorry. Wren and Terrence could do their things, but Cipher's was too much of a jump to apply before Christmas.
So it has to be after Christmas, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So no potion making for Cipher at the moment.
But she could watch.
Yeah.
She could.
Of course you can watch. I'm not going to ban you from my apartment while I'm working on stuff.
It would be interesting to see how you make sleeping potions.
Sure.
I mean, I got the book there that I've been going through, but I just don't. I just can't get my head around the practicality side of things. So, watching someone actually do it would be a real good start. It's Cipher picks up Wren.
Bringing your cat?
The kitten. No, silly. I gotta leave her here. And she rubs Wren's nose onto her nose. She says, "Bye, little Wren." And she plunks the kitten
See,
down.
I still didn't know when you first said that if you were trying to pick up Big Wren.
I'm gonna
pick up Wren and I'm gonna rub noses. It's like, okay, are we?
I'm gonna rub. Cypher's rubbing noses with Wren.
And then she says bye to the
What?
cat. Okay, so one of the Wrens has got some attention and got picked up.
Yep.
The
And-
cat, yes.
Yep. Now, she's back on the floor again, on all fours.
Wren or Cipher?
Wren.
Okay.
And we're heading off to Terrence's
Terry.
Apartment. Yes. He's gathered up the case and he's headed out and he's just gonna walk there. He doesn't want to call George for such a short trip.
Do I need to bring a flashlight?
It's daytime, isn't
I
it?
don't know. Well, we were supposed to meet Ghislaine at 6, so it's however long it's been since then.
Oh yeah, because it's like probably nighttime now.
All right. Do you have a flashlight, Cipher?
Yep, sure do. And
I mean, so if you wanted to break in at night, we could do it tonight, but if you want to try and get an appointment and go in, that's probably a tomorrow thing.
well, it'd be a bit too late to get an appointment now.
Well, yeah.
But what's the countdown? Have we got enough time to wait till tomorrow?
Oh, that's true. What did it get down to? But it can skip, apparently, because it cheats, so...
Terrence will stop in the middle of the sidewalk, open the case, and he will... Oh, wait. Did we leave yet, or are you gathering a flashlight?
Cipher's gathering a flashlight.
Alright, so we haven't left yet. He will put the case down, he will open it, he'll flick around the handkerchief a bit and look at the idol and see if the number has changed.
And it has.
Oh god. Okay. What has
Oh,
it changed
no.
to?
How many, Terry?
Do I know the number on the idol?
Did we decide you understood the language or not? I can't remember.
Oh.
At the time of Mala telling us, no. She said it was a very ancient language.
We gotta go ask Mala. What's this say?
Well, it's changed again, but I suggest that means we hurry. Impromptu night break-in. What do you think, guys? I'd rather not die.
Alright, let's do it.
Did you want to go
don't
make
like-
your sleep potions, or
Well, if we're breaking in at night, I guess you could use it if there's guards.
what can you? Is it like the sleep potion that you're going to throw at them, or is it? Are you going to ask them kindly? Do you mind drinking this?
I'm gonna go for the throne.
Hi, yes, sorry, we're here, we're not supposed to be, but do you want a drink?
Do we even need the sleep potion if we're breaking in at night?
No, we'll
I
just
don't know.
we'll wing it. We're good at winging.
Okay.
Winging it.
Well, debatable, but we're not dead yet. Do we need to bring anything then?
Well, I got my flashlight. I got my backpack with my laptop, and Should I bring the 12 gauge?
I don't know. Please don't shoot anyone.
Well, they're not bad people, so... But if I wave a shotgun in their face, they're not gonna... They might not...
They might shoot us.
Well, yeah, they might shoot
they
us.
might.
Let's,
Alright, so I'm leaving the shotgun at home.
With the cat, yes. That'll be great.
I mean, you bring the shotgun...
I'm not gonna leave it there loaded. Obviously, I'll store the ammunition separately.
Alright, but the guards at the security place might not be the only thing we have to contend with. You might want to bring the shotgun just in case.
Okay, so I'm bringing the shotgun. She
okay.
picks up the shells as well.
Alright, well, now I do have to call George, because we need a ride to an impromptu break-in. And
Perfect.
he calls up George.
Hello.
Hey, George, we need a ride to Lachlan Security.
Sure. I'll look it up while I'm on my way over.
Alright, thank you. And, Terrence turns to Cipher and says, do you want to get to work on seeing if you can access the cameras?
Cipher looks a little bit sheepish. Well, I already tried.
And?
Terrence raises his eyebrows. They have really good security, huh?
Yes, yep, that's it. It might mean me having to go in there and actually do it on a local scale.
Right.
Okay.
Would you be able to plug your computers into some wires on the outside of the building and do that?
Possibly, if I can find a remote box on the outside.
Alright.
Whatever you can do so we don't get arrested would be good.
Depends on where their networking cables come out of. Yep, but sure. Or if they're Wi-Fi, even better.
Ooh.
I can
Do you guys
possibly hack into their Wi-Fi.
want to change appearances on the off chance that we do get caught on camera? And he pulls out like a piece of chalk.
I wouldn't mind it.
Alright. And he starts like clearing space on Cypher's floor. And he's drawn...
As long as there's no tall shoes this time.
Oh, I don't think Cipher owns any tall shoes. And he draws like a smallish circle that's meant for just masking someone's appearance. And then he gestures at Cipher. Who do you want to be today?
Cipher's looking at Terrence a little bit confused.
What do you want to look like?
A small boy.
I don't know if you can get any, like, your height can't be shorter, can it?
Oh no, her height is perfect. Come on, stand in the circle.
Okay. This will be interesting.
Quick to be a small boy.
Alright.
Cipher actually makes sure she's taken off the shotgun and the backpack
don't fuse with
and
a
the
shotgun.
laptop. And Wren, can you make sure you're holding Wren? I don't want to be a hairy small boy.
Okay, I'll hold the cat. Wren will pick up Wren.
The cat. The cat has a name.
Yeah, but it's my name, so it's confusing, okay?
Terrence
It's not confusing.
rolls his eyes and he's like, this is just illusion magic, so you really need to keep anything that you take into the circle on your body and not add like any more clothing aspects to it, because that'll ruin the illusion a little bit slowly over time. Alright. We'll go for Paperboy. What do you think? Kind of newspaper type with the silly hat. Right? Terrence activates the circle. Cipher is now appearing to be a page boy. The disadvantage that I have is that she still has her tattoos.
A tattooed child. Well, I guess that's pretty much the norm.
Jolly good, Governor. Would you like to buy
okay.
Herald?
A herald.
Oh, and an accent change as well.
That's all you, I'm pretty sure.
Well, my illusion magic doesn't really cover your voice, Cipher.
Dang. I thought I was getting away with it too.
All right, Wren.
Cypher's like looking at herself. I'm impressed, Terrence.
Yeah.
Who do you want to be tonight?
I don't know. You pick.
Terrence just looks at her and blinks slowly. Yeah, that's right, Emily. I'm making you make a decision. You have to choose, because I'm drawing a blank. I don't even know what I'm going to do for Terrence.
Yeah, so am I,
now.
though. Cipher, who should I look like?
Catwoman.
All right, Catwoman. Let's do it.
Okay, fine. And Wren will step into the circle.
You get to be the best cat burglar. I'm sure the fairies will love it. We'll have to make sure to take a picture. Where Katrin was, there is now...
Hey, wait, why is Katrin here?
Oh, damn.
Katrin.
Katrin is now in this game. When the dust clears, Wren now looks like a comic book cat burglar in this crazy leather suit with these silly ears on them. And
Great.
it even illusioned some makeup on her.
Wow, that is absolutely awesome. I want to be a cat girl.
You already decided you wanted to be a small boy.
I want to be a cat girl now.
Well, I
don't think you get to switch.
No, I do have limits, you know. I'm going to run out of energy if you keep asking me to change things
She looks so
constantly. Cool. I can't keep just changing how you look. I'm going to start demanding that you pay me more if you keep doing that to me.
My hair.
Good.
It isn't quite long enough. It probably should be tied on me.
Wait, your hair should be what?
Don't worry. Wow. Well, Wren almost called you Katrin for some reason.
People are doing that today for some reason. I know there's a cat called Wren, but I'm not a cat Wren.
Oh, you look so pretty.
Thanks.
So, and if any of the security guards see it, they're going to be like, "What the heck is that?" And
yeah, I think confusion
them.
may be the overwhelming emotion if they find Catwoman and a small newspaper selling boy in their building.
And Terrence has turned himself into, well, he's illusioned himself to look like a shorter, more portly goblin type. He's got a little snaggletooth hanging out from his underbite. And he's got these like silly gold spectacles on. And he's like, the illusion of him is balding heavily. So he's just got the kind of friar hair fringe going. And he's got this kind of tweed brown suit on. So still a black on stealth checks because he's bad at being sneaky. And he's very noticeable the way he looks, but nobody's gonna know it's Terrence.
Which is what we wanted.
Yep.
If it's just an illusion, is the hair still there if you touch it, or no?
Yes, though I suggest not playing with it too much, because that'll slowly wear away at the illusion.
Wait, what?
Okay. I won't. I was just wondering.
I ain't got no boy bits on me, do I?
No. Absolutely not. Don't check.
Cypher's boy face went red.
As we lose Cipher for 20 minutes.
What? Shall we get going? I know goblins are hard to hit. It's going to be really funny if it ever comes up on the police radio. Be on the lookout for a little squat goblin, a catwoman, and a little boy selling newspapers.
Yeah, I think if we are spotted, that I don't even know what they're gonna do.
Well, we're certainly not inconspicuous. Let's go get this over
Let's
with.
go surprise George.
Yep.
But we are well hidden. Maybe we should go surprise Fetterman first.
Oh dear.
And Terrence picks up a box and he heads downstairs towards where George might be waiting.
Cypher's following with the flashlight on Terrence's back.
Wren's walking out the door, but Cipher, are you locking that door?
If you don't mind, Wren.
You want me to lock it?
Yes.
Okay.
If you'd be so kind.
Okay, are you giving me the key or do you just want me to mess with your lock?
Just twist the lock on the inside and close it.
Okay, got it.
So Cypher's following Terrence with the flashlight on his back.
Yeah, so now there's a paperboy shining a flashlight at a goblin as they walk along.
Newspaper, get your newspaper for sale.
Terrence is doing his best to look grumpy about it, which is working really well with the illusion. And he comes up to the taxi with George in it, and he leans down and says through the window, "This taxi free?"
No, it's taken.
Oh, that's good, George, because we're here.
Dear God, what have you done?
It's just an illusion, don't worry about it. And he hops in the back.
An illusion for what?
Disguises?
Impromptu
where?
heist.
I don't know. Cipher picked most of them.
Would you
All
like
but
a
one.
paper, governor?
No.
Yeah, Cipher picked them all but Terry's.
I think I did a very good job of disguising myself.
For a circus.
Hey,
Well,
I don't know anyone who's dressed so dapper to a circus.
Alright, well, I've found the address.
good.
Where is it?
Maybe.
About 30 minutes away.
Oh, that's not bad.
How long do we have for Terrence?
We don't know.
Oh, I can't read the writing on the idol, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, some amount. Of
I mean,
time.
even if I could, I don't know how the countdown works.
Because didn't it go from like 11 to 5 or something like that? before?
Something like that.
Alright, based on that jump though, that wouldn't leave us much time.
Well, that would, if it did the same jump again, it would go to -1, and then we have no idea what that means.
We'll be introducing a baby demon into the world?
I don't know.
I think it would be much worse than a baby demon.
An unhappy baby demon?
I think the one was unhappy.
I mean, Cipher, I legitimately think this job is a very time-sensitive life or death situation for, at the very least, myself, and at the very most, the entirety of the rest of the world.
So no pressure.
He grins, kind of sadly. He's like, yeah, no pressure.
Oh, good.
Well, see, this is why I like to stick with computers. It's not like
'Cause-
AI or anything is going to take over the world.
No, I'm sure that'll never happen.
Terrence is carrying a baby demon intent on destroying the world.
I
Well, no, we don't know that
legitimately
that's what
don't
it is.
think this is a baby demon. I think this is a big overlord demon who's intent on destroying things, which is horrible. And also, please don't say things like, oh, this will never happen, because then we'll hear God in his chalkboard, and that would be horrible.
What kind of religion does God have a chalkboard?
The kind where he actually listens. Oh gosh. You hear that? You hear that? Am I going insane?
The giant cosmic chalkboard. Okay, well, we can leave AI world domination for another time, because right now it's the demon world destruction problem.
And besides that, if we pretended it didn't exist and just dumped it somewhere, it would still be a problem and it would still affect us. I seriously doubt anyone else at this point would take care of it for us.
Sadly.
Well, Mr. Swaney didn't want to have a bar of it.
That wasn't quite his name.
Well, whatever his name was. For such
If we meet him again, maybe just don't even try his name in case you get it wrong.
For such a grand magician. You know, you think he would have been able to fix it for us.
I mean...
Unless it's just being lazy. I mean, it's not like we could have paid him for it anyway. So we're doing this for the good of mankind.
I guess. No one's paying us.
I'm doing this for my own damn self.
Oh, yeah.
That too.
Because the last thing we need is for you to get eaten.
Yeah, I would prefer
That would be
not
bad.
to be consumed. Or possessed.
Well, let's go.
Or anything else that might
Consumed or
happen.
Possessed. Consumed or possessed then consumed, or... Let's just go break into a basement.
Alright, let's go. Do you want this spotlight on you for the rest of the journey, or...?
I think
Just while we're in the
I
taxi.
think that'll distract George in his driving. I better turn it off while we're in here at least.
Cipher flicks off the, flashlight. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Yeah, probably a good idea. He said he didn't notice the last shadow thing.
I appreciate it.
But it didn't... I mean, you would have noticed if it stabbed you or something, like they did before. So what was it
I
doing?
don't know. I don't feel any worse off.
I mean, I guess that's good. But on the whole, it's still very bad.
Alright, so for the whole journey, Cipher's not taking her eyes off Terrence. The little goblin.
He's not that much shorter than he is in real life, just a little bit.
Cipher's still much shorter. Wait, does Cipher look any shorter than she normally does? Okay. Then Catwoman and the Paperboy are the same height.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Does that make a short Catwoman or a tall Paperboy?
A tall paperboy.
Tall paperboy, I
Paperboy.
guess.
Most paperboys aren't more than
5'4".
4 or 5, actually. They're usually quite small human beings.
Yes, I know. But Cipher is a 5'4" Paperboy.
And you arrive near it. He doesn't park outside, but you can see a great big church, which is quite dark and stone and no
are they
lights
connected?
at the back. And there is a 3-story wooden and stone building at the front. They are not connected, but they're in the same. They're in the same sort of plot of land, roughly, but they're not touching. And there's
Wouldn't
lights
it be
on at
handy
the.
if there was just a secret tunnel
Lachlan
from the
security.
church to that building? That is too. It's
I
really too
know.
bad you couldn't get the blueprints, Cipher. Oh, actually,
I was thinking.
you were checking for
Oh,
blueprints for the building we're trying to break into. Did you check for blueprints for the church?
I mean, but blueprints aren't really gonna have like a secret tunnel to the security building next door. last bit.
Extra. No, I didn't get the blueprints from the building next door.
Well,
Are you gonna say everything that way now, Cipher?
Extra, maybe.
Oh, good. Good.
Yep, so I didn't get the blueprints, and I couldn't find them.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that there isn't a secret passageway from the church to the...
I mean,
we could
do we
check.
want to... We want to break into the church to check if there's a secret passage?
I just want to go in
I
a
mean, might as well.
secret tunnel that connects buildings one time.
Well, it would be handy. Because the church doesn't look as active.
All right, let's go. Terrence starts going
All right.
towards the church.
Okay, let's go. Come on, Cipher.
Come on. Do you want me to turn this torch on, or what?
Maybe not while we're about to break into a building. No,
not
don't
not
do
at
that.
the moment. Just let's all stay aware of our surroundings. If we see any shadows, we can blast them with the torch.
Alright, Cypher's got the torch at hand.
And Terrence is not going for the front door of the church. He's looking around the side for a side entrance.
You're going to the church, not the...
You just signed off entirely for our shenanigans, didn't you?
Terry's hoping there's a secret tunnel in the basement of the church that connects to the basement of the other building.
Terrence looks over at Wren.
And you find a side door, it is locked.
Yeah, give me a second. How difficult does this lock look? Okay. So Wren will pull out her set of lockpicks. Not the fancy ones, because she doesn't get those for 2 weeks. But just the regular ones. And attempt to pick the lock. No. My dice don't like me. That is 2 failures but an advantage. So I'm gonna say I didn't break anything. Whether the lock or the lock picks. Yeah, sorry, no. I can try again if you want.
It might just be easier to just break into the other building rather than root around in a church, possibly get caught, only for there to not be any kind of secret tunnel.
That's true. Alright, do we want to head next door?
Yeah, we can head around the back. It'll be harder for people to see us.
Okay, are we just going for it, or is Cipher trying to connect to cameras or something?
Do you want me to try and connect to cameras while I'm here?
That'd be good.
Yeah.
It'd mean I'd have to prop up my laptop, which means we might need a little bit of a secured area. Or secluded, should I say.
Well, we can go around to the
Well,
back of the church, and while we're there, and we can at least have visuals on the security building.
Alright, so I still can't connect to them remotely. I'd have to go in and access a terminal, probably within the building, to turn them off.
okay.
Unless there is an external communications panel on the building.
So do we want to go take a look for that, or do we just want to go try and get in?
Let's just go try and get in.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, well, it's not like they're going to be able to identify us anyway. So.
Well, I
It'll
guess
be
not.
a bit of an issue if we actually get physically caught, though, so let's try and not do that.
Yeah.
But obviously someone will be monitoring the cameras. Soon. Cypher's going to keep her eyes open for a terminal.
Can we
Okay.
see where the cameras are on the outside of the building, around the back? Yeah.
Oh, good.
And being a security firm, they don't have blind spots.
Got a question. Terrence will kind of take a deep breath, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna see what I can do." And he raises his right arm and points it in the direction of the building. I'm going to try and disrupt those 3 cameras, and then we can at least get up close to the building.
Terrence, you good at conjuring like little fairies and stuff? Maybe you could conjure up some moths.
Some moths?
Like a bunch of moths.
I mean,
they're drawn to
I
light.
don't really conjure them so much as I create an illusion. So it wouldn't be that they're drawn to light. And I don't really have any potions ready for that kind of thing. Though that's a good idea. I might work on it. If we get out of this. And then he goes back to concentrating and... gust of wind flies out from the end of his hand and splits off into 3 and kind of wraps itself around the 3 cameras, and they spark a little bit, and then the little red light that says they're recording goes out. And he says, okay, people are 100% going to be suspicious about an entire section of cameras going out. Let's hurry.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, Wren's gonna head for whatever door is there that the cameras can now not see.
Cypher's following Wren.
And the door has a physical lock and an electronic lock.
Oh, great. Cipher?
Oh, Cypher's got a laptop out, and she's got a card, and she's swiping it.
Will it bother you if I try the other lock while you do this?
Nope, go for it. All I need to do is swipe and run me program.
Okay. Same difficulty?
Yes.
What? Red? 2 Ps?
Mine was 3 purple.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's mine?
I'll let you choose, based on your expertise, your computer systems, and realistically what you think they're...
How do you fail with triumph?
I don't know.
I'm so happy that's not my role.
3 failure, 4 advantage, and a triumph.
What the hell?
Welcome to Genesys, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't unlock the lock, but the lock just kind of falls out into your hand.
And to explain how this particular role is going to work, our resident Wren is going to explain that wonderful role.
Wren does not know how... Because it doesn't unlock.
Correct, it's still locked.
But I don't know what's so great.
But something has led in your favour quite
It
well with
certainly
4
has.
advantages.
Yeah.
And the triumph is something that's spectacularly good.
Yeah. But since I'm only trying to unlock this, I don't know what can be so good other than it unlocking.
So in this case...
Can I give it to Cipher, and Cipher's goes super well?
Within reason, I think that when you get stuff like this, you can think of the scene rather than the action specific, if that helps. I think that what happens is people get fixated on, like you said, the lock. It didn't open, but how can this not work? Well, if you look at the scene...
I was going to say, the electronic lock can, if they've got it set up, can actually open up the physical lock as well.
Yeah. I mean, if that's allowed, I'm fine with that.
It's up to you. It's your triumph.
No, it's not. I bequeath it. Yeah, if that makes sense, I'd say that. Other than that, I'd just say that nobody's paying particularly close attention, hasn't noticed that the cameras are out in a specific area, and we've got more time.
Okay, I'll allow that for the advantages.
Okay, then yeah. Triumph is... Cipher can make the physical lock open electronically.
And Cypher's looking at the laptop. She's got the card. She's swiped it through. She's run a program. She goes, right. Okay, you're right there then?
I'm stuck. Actually, locks aren't liking me today.
So you think it might be reinforced from the inside? Okay, so I'll run that as well. And let's swipe this again. And she swipes. And the light goes from red to green on the electronic lock, and you hear a click from the mechanical lock. Just as I thought, that's a double entry system.
I'll pretend I know what that means, and let's go.
Well, you can have a super card which can open up both at the same time. Normally, some security guards that have to have the key card and the key to open at the same time. But some security companies also have the card, which is like the MasterCard, which you can swipe, which will open up both the lock and the physical lock at the same time. So there's still an electronic component.
That's amazing, Cipher. We gotta get inside.
Reaches between the two of you and like turns the knob and starts opening the door.
And so the master key.
Come on.
And both Wren and
You're not letting me explain.
and Terrence are now shuffling Cipher into the building.
We can have lectures on locks another day.
Okay. What? Now that Cypher's been pushed inside, what's in front of her?
I don't think Cipher... We didn't just push Cipher inside and stay outside.
We all went in at the same time.
We're all inside.
What's unbelievable?
Shove Cipher and close the door. Right, let's go.
All right, I'm sure she'll sort it out.
That's what I thought happened.
No! Yeah, it definitely has.
Shadowrun, a slice of life adventure in a dystopian future, starring Becca as Terry the Mage, Raveninsane as Cipher the Hacker, Emily as Wren the Thief, and Ghost as the GM. The excellent Shadowrun is produced by Catalyst Game Labs. The Genesys rule set comes from Fantasy Flight Games, and many of the sounds and music comes from Syrinscape, which is an amazing tool for bringing more life to your game table. This has been a Crit Fail production.